Gentlemen, this next match is set for one fall. Introducing to the ring first.
To that reaction.
And let's not forget, Angus, this was a late change to the card, and perhaps we haven't seen a substitution this good since Steve Ocarigi came on in the Merseyside derby a couple of weeks ago and got the winner. Corvin steps in Belfast.
OTT tag title gold in his fist.
Tag team champion, the King of the North. He weighs in at 202 pounds.
Look at how shredded Damien Corvin is. Damien Corvin is never off duty. You say this was late notice. I happen to know for a fact Damien Corvin got this phone call in the gym. Yet to be fair, when you spend as much time lifting weights as Damien Corvin does, chances are anybody calls you any day, you're going to be in the gym.
You said look at the condition of him with his jacket on. Look what happened when it came off. My goodness, what a physique.
Myself and Damien Corvin may not always see eye to eye.
His opponent.
But he is some athlete. Now, Tony Kelly, brace yourself. We talked about long-awaited OTT debuts in the past. Wait for the roof to come off this place. Belfast is the scene for the OTT debut of one of Europe's finest. You wanted the best, I give you Ilja Dragunov. From our OTT champion Walter, they make them a very special breed over at WXW.
That's an absolute fact, Angus. But this man prepared for David Starr tonight, not the man conditioning that is Damien Corvin.
The only thing more scary than Damien Corvin is Damien Corvin in his hometown. You see the pink and black there. That tells you everything you need to know. This is Hearts in Canada territory. Corvin may not be that popular in Dublin. Once you cross that border, frictionless or otherwise, the crowd changes. He is a legend up here, he is a hero up here, and he's got there on merit. Brace yourselves for a war.
Well, you say that about Corvin, but I'm listening to these people and they're chanting for Ilja. I don't speak Russian. Who'd you nick a bollock off? What's his name?
Ilja Dragunov.
Yeah, well, yeah, that one.
It would suit you well to learn that name. Transition to the waist lock early here. Corvin with the escape into that wrist lock. Dragunov with the invincible moniker. Let's see if he can live up to it today against the sternest of challenges in Damien Corvin's hometown of Belfast.
There's two ways to look at this one, Ingo. One, Ilja prepared for David Starr. But number two, Corvin's in here in a singles match. He thought he was going into a fatal four-way in his hometown. Does he get overexcited? Will that make him make a mistake? Who has the advantage here?
You look at someone like Damien Corvin, the amount of wars he's been through on the biggest stage of them all at the National Stadium in Dublin, back in Mandela Hall when he was willing to throw his body off a 25-foot high balcony, risking life and limb to prove to the Belfast crowd that this means more to him than anything else. I don't think Corvin will be phased for a moment. All he sees is opportunity. And Damien Corvin is greedy. I don't mind saying it. Damien Corvin is greedy for any opportunity he can get his hands on.
Yeah, but what an opportunity for Dragunov, one half of the OTT Tag Team Champions, and have that chop to the perfectly chiseled chest of Damien Corvin.
On the Zig bar, rings out around the Europa Hotel. Stiff as you like, the forearm there. Dragunov spitting a little blood maybe. But those chops are ruthless.
I don't care how many hours you spend in the gym or how much creatine you drink. I ain't gonna protect you from those chops.
Headlock takeover, quite a snap on it. Cranking on the neck here. This is an uncomfortable spot for Damien Corvin. Watch how Dragunov arches back into that, placing all his weight on the sternum of Corvin, just to make every breath that little bit more difficult. And the headlock takeover again as Corvin tried to fire him off. Dragunov, not an old guy, still only in his mid-20s. But you see the experience there. Damien Corvin likes to style himself as relentless. We're seeing a pretty relentless performance here from Dragunov.
We spoke about the physique of Damien Corvin, rightly so, but look at the shoulders on Dragunov. Look at the size of that upper body, the thickness, Angus.
You know what? Whether you're watching Rocky IV or anything else you like, Khabib, whatever you like, they build them differently in Russia. There's something in the DNA, the musculature on these boys. I know he's made his name in Germany. That Russian blood runs through his veins, but it's Belfast blood running through Corvin's veins. Dragunov just got slammed right between the eyes with a devastating drop kick.
But Damien Corvin needs to stay alert. Don't get sucked in by your hometown crowd. Stay on top.
Unceremoniously thrown back into the ring. 202 pounds of Damien Corvin slung nonchalantly into the center. Quite a display of power from Dragunov. Echoes of Corvin's own White Star line there. Corvin's gasping for breath. That might have crushed his larynx.
Corvin is gasping for
He
breath.
is struggling to get the air in, Tony.
Listen to these Belfast crowd chanting in Russian. They can barely speak English properly.
Leaping senton from Ilja on the warpath here.
See Ilja going straight for the cover there, Angus, because he knows Corvin is winded. Even if he knows he's only going to get a 2 count, you gotta power out of it.
He also knows what a threat Damien Corvin poses to his chance of success here in his OTT debut. The quicker he gets out of here, the better.
Look how high the chop is, Angus. It's almost across the larynx, as you pointed out yourself.
Ilja knows what he's doing. Willfully targeting that area. Again, there's a reason throat strikes are outlawed elsewhere too.
Well, I wasn't sure how to pronounce this young man's name. I never claimed to be an expert on Russian, but he is making me and everybody else learn his name. Ilja Dragunov is for real.
There is a ruthlessness, there is a brutality, there's borderline cynicism to the attack from Dragunov here.
I am so impressed. He comes out here like a throwback, no tape, no elbow pads, just out here to do business.
Takes him with that single leg, and then the crushing senton again.
You said it, Angus, best. They make him a different breed in Russia. You mentioned Khabib, Ivan Drago, Boris the Blade. Even in fiction, they are hard as nails and impossible to keep down.
Relentless strikes here. Corvin is hoisted high into that fireman's carry. Does his best to fight out. Oh, schoolboy here. Ilja kicks out. And look at the head kick that follows.
I hope the camera picked up on it. Damien Corvin was cross-eyed after eating that heel kick. I'm not sure Corvin is even aware he's in Belfast right now.
I know many OTT fans have travelled to WXW's 16 karat gold tournament in the past. They've witnessed some of the greatest moments at that tournament featuring this man, Ilja Dragunov.
It speaks volumes for this young man, Dragunov, that he's in Damien Corvin's hometown, and he is getting the respect from Corvin's own people that have his name chanted. Volumes.
You got to call a spade, Tony. A lot of people travelled from all over Ireland to be here in Belfast today. That doesn't happen for every show we put on here. Yes, we were doing Scotty Davis against Jordan Devlin. Yes, Bonesaw gets to take on OTT champ Walter. But for a huge amount of the audience in attendance here, the draw today is Ilja Dragunov.
It's not only people from all around Ireland, Angus. I just met a young man from California who came here to see this show. OTT is worldwide and world class.
Devlin chopped down like an oak tree, crashing to the ground. Nobody home, and Dragunov takes that full on the lower back.
And nobody home.
Belfast boot. Missile drop kick to follow. Is this where the tide turns, Tony?
It seems to be, Angus. Maybe not.
Ducks under. Up he goes. Oh, and a nasty landing. Crushing in the sternum.
I think Ilja tried to reverse that in midair, only ended up worse for himself.
Oh, hooks him. Uranagi from the apron. Slingshot senton and lands all of it. Again, caving in the chest of Dragunov.
And oh, how the tables have turned, Angus.
A moment ago, Corvin was gasping for air. Now it's the Russian. You can call yourself invincible all you like. When 202 pounds of Belfast bad boy crashes into your chest, it becomes a very different reality. Corvin takes flight! An athlete of staggering ability.
The correct word to use, Angus, athlete. Didn't even come anywhere near that top rope.
Ilja takes flight now. Reckless in their approach. Crushing blow. This is breaking down, Tony.
Absolutely, Angus. Egos have taken over. Both men want this huge win, because it would be huge for both.
Ilja couldn't make it to the top, and Corvin has cut him off now. Oh, superplex in the making here. Look at the bounce of that ring mat.
And look, if you can, at the immediate reddening of the back of Ilja Dragunov.
A welt coming up, showing the scars of war here. Damien Corvin, one of the very finest Northern Ireland has ever produced, coming up against one of the premier fighters on the European pro wrestling scene, right here in his backyard of the Europa Hotel in Belfast. What an occasion. Dragunov's not woozy.
I think Ilja thinks he's back in Russia.
Corvin brave enough to stand there and take it, but look at the impact it has on him.
You say brave, I say dumb as hell, Angus.
Ilja looks angry.
Look at the stance on Corvin, almost mimicking Walter.
Talking about throwing down a gauntlet. Corvin's had enough, trying to finish this. Just unloading. Oh! He caught him hard. Oh, Corvin's covering up. He's concerned. He's covering up. Oh, spikes him.
Shades of Arn Anderson.
Oh, the chop catches Corvin mid-run. Belfast boot. Belfast boot and a beauty. Leaping head kick from Ilja Dragunov.
This is just a pairing of two absolute athletes.
White Star Line turning Dragunov inside out and upside down, and yet it is still not enough.
Not only was it the White Star Line, but Dragunov landed on the back of his head hard and still got out. Gotta believe it's instinct, Angus.
At what point does the doubt creep into Damien Corvin's mind? Unbeatbar, invincible, maybe he can't be beaten. Trading lariats from hell here. Corvin survives. From this angle it looked like a 3 count, but referee Noel Fox, the best in the business, right there on hand. It is going to take a feat of superhuman endurance. It is going to take...
This seems to be it.
Oh, Belfast boot caught him square in the jaw. And another. As brutal a head kick as you will see anywhere.
Look at Dragunov.
Hooks the leg.
Surely in.
his backyard. He's done it. He couldn't disappoint the hometown crowd. The Invincible One vanquished on his OTT debut. And think about the motivation this hands Bonesaw for our main event.
You read my mind, Angus, as you so seldomly do. This is a huge shot in the arm. Can Bonesaw now become a double champ and dethrone Walter?
Chalk one up to the Kings of the North against a star from WXW.
And if you're scoring at home, Mongrels won, Corvin won. What happens next, Angus, is very interesting.
The Warriors Code. Leave it all in the ring.
I was just about to say, I think Ilja's not so silly, he just stuck his hand out. But he lives to fight another day.
He went to war here today, Tony.
How impressive was Dragunov, Angus? I know he lost. How impressive was he?
He's someone I would welcome back with open arms, anytime, anywhere. You want him at the National Stadium, you want him at Contenders, you want him right here back in Belfast. The door is always open.
Certainly one to watch in 2019.
But look at that man.